Salem, and welcome to the 14th episode of the Salem High School's The Salem Show, recorded at the Washington Community Foundation Studios.
Good job, guys. The only show where we spend a whole Thanksgiving break just making promotional posters.
But Tyler, this is our makeshift Christmas special.
Wait, do we have a few more weeks of school?
Don't worry about it. Now, here are some announcements. SAD members sign up in room 25 to work the Wizards game Sunday.
Also, SAD members sign up to work the parade Saturday and or bring in a bag of candy.
The Salem Exchange Club is having a One Nation Under God essay contest for cash prizes. The deadline is today. See your English teacher, Miss Martin, for more info.
Schedule change forms are on the counter in Student Services. If you want to change your schedule, complete a form and leave it in the box.
If you want to order a Tri-High-Wide t-shirt, you must place your order with Miss Martin today. Shirts are $10.
A representative from Ivy Tech will be at SHS during lunch today. Students interested in Ivy Tech should stop by the table outside of the cafeteria for more information. Students
taking the SAT on Saturday should bring number 2 pencils, calculator, photo ID, and their admission ticket. Report to the front lobby at 7:45 a.m. Thank you.
If you were a member of last year's boys and girls track team but didn't get your awards, see Mrs. Snyder.
Attention students, if your Chromebook is not charging properly, please take it to the library ASAP. Also, if you lose your Chromebook, please notify the library immediately so they can send a signal to it before the battery dies.
And our Salem Alumni Spotlight this week is Jared and Jenny Kirshner. They have deep roots here in Salem, Indiana. Jared graduated from Salem in 1998 and Jenny 2 years later in 2000.
They moved on to Indiana University School of Dentistry. Jenny graduated in 2008 and Jared graduated in 2011.
They decided to open their own dentist office back in their hometown here in Salem, after working in Indianapolis for several years as associates. They state, "It has been the most wonderful decision to move back home. We absolutely love being able to take care of our family, friends, and others in our community."
They both say growing up in Salem was a blessing, stating that growing up in Salem, I never realized what a blessing it is to grow up in a small town. But now I realize just how lucky I was to grow up in the environment where I knew my teachers and they knew me. I knew they cared about me and wanted me to succeed. They pushed me always to do my best, which translated into following my dream of becoming a dentist. I'm so happy that my daughters get to grow up in that same encouraging environment that I did.
This holiday season, we are thankful for these young professionals have decided to turn to their hometown. They are not only dentists, but outstanding individuals who are an asset to our Salem family.
And now on to weather with Ethan, our local Christmas enthusiast.
Thanks, guys. I do love Christmas. And hey, check out this suit. I call it Banana Christmas because it's yellow, like a banana. And I have this tie, which is green, so I probably look like I made it out of Swiss cheese. Anyways, this Saturday there'll be scattered thunderstorms with a high of 57 and a low of 45 with a 60% chance of rain. Then on Sunday it'll be cloudy with frequent showers with a high of 50 and a low of 39 and a 40% chance of rain. So yeah, looks like the cold weather is here to stay. And speaking of sports, here's sports.
Thanks, Ethan. Man, what a tie. Over the turkey holiday, the Lady Lions team started off slow but gobbled up the competition by beating the visiting Sinners 52-29. Then the boys came into action on Thanksgiving Eve, hungry for the W, and won 59-39. In the words of Coach Brown, the turkey always tastes better when you win the night before. Last Saturday night, the number 2 ranked Lady Lions traveled to Eastern. In a slugfest, our Lady Lions got a close win over the Lady Musketeers 40-32. And after the win, they crowned as the county champs. The boys basketball team played the Braves Tuesday night. They lost 43-73. The next game is Saturday at 6 p.m. against Henryville at the Hive. The girls swim team traveled to New Washington Monday night for the Charlestown Invitational. They placed 4th out of 9 teams. Great job, ladies. Tonight, the wrestling team will travel to Scottsburg for their Invitational. If anyone out there has any information about their wrestling team, please tell us. We would love to tell the world about you. Besides, this is one sport that Mr. Wade Swift does not coach during the winter. So, he has no idea what is going on in wrestling. Well, except WWE, where he is a fan of the man, Becky Lynch. The Harlem Wizards tickets are now on sale for December 2nd. Tickets can be purchased at the Salem Lions Athletics office Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pre-sale tickets prices are $8. for students and $10 for adults. Out-the-door prices are $10 and $12 for adults. So hurry up, tickets are going fast. For all you up-to-date sports, go over to SalemLionsAthletics.com. Now let's go over to Tyler that got the chance to sit down with Coach Brown.
I'm here with the Salem Lions boys basketball coach, Mike Brown, and thanks for sitting down with us today.
You're welcome.
What do you teach here at Salem Middle School?
I have middle school PE, one middle school health class, and then I go to the high school in the afternoon for one PE class.
Okay. And you're also a basketball coach for quite a while, so I'd say you're pretty into the sport, aren't you?
I think you could probably say that, yeah. It's been quite a while.
All right. Where have you coached at before Salem?
Well, I started at Paoli and was there for about 20 years. I went to Crawford County for about 8. And then in the last 5 years, I've been at South Dearborn and Madison Shaw, and then back here to Salem.
Okay. And any big title games you've coached in?
We played in the state championship in '99 when I was at Paoli, and we played in the Hall of Fame Classic while I was there. So those are pretty big games, I think.
Yeah. And what got you first interested in basketball?
Well, like most kids in Indiana, growing up, that was the main sport that I played and liked watching. My dad and my uncles all played basketball, so I'd say from a very early age I had an interest in basketball, and it just kind of grew from there.
And did you play before? And if so, how long?
Well, I started in second or third grade.
Oh,
and
really?
played all the way up through college, yeah, at Kentucky Wesleyan's where I went to school.
So it started pretty early then?
Yeah, it was pretty early. My family was, there were 2 college basketball players that were uncles of mine.
Oh,
my
really?
dad played quite a bit, and so we were into it from the very beginning.
What schools?
One of them played at Georgetown, another one played at Danville in Kentucky.
Okay. And what were some of your greatest achievements as both a player and a coach?
Well, I was an average player, to say the least. I was a skinny 160-pound runt when I was in high school, and was just glad to be on the team. Coaching-wise, I've had a lot of fun. I've been able to coach in Indianapolis at the state finals, at Butler Fieldhouse, some pretty nice gyms and some pretty big games, so it's been a lot of fun.
All right, and what made you want to become a teacher?
Well, I think knowing that I wanted to be a coach kind of guided me toward teaching. I knew I would have to be a teacher at some point. I always liked PE and health.
Yeah, kind of go both in hand.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on your team this year?
Well, I think we're young. I think everything's new because I'm new to them.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll take us a little while to really get going, but we have a lot of potential.
All right. And, well, that's all the questions for today, and thanks for sitting down with us and letting the community know more about you.
I really appreciate it. Thank you,
And, of
guys.
course, good luck to your team this season.
All right. Thank you.
Hey Tyler, are you in the Christmas spirit yet?
Yes, I love Christmas almost as much as I love my hair.
Well, if you're okay with the cold, the Christmas parade is Saturday, December 1st at 5 p.m.
Oh yeah, and the cookie walk is on the same day at the same time, around 1 to 4, around the square.
Paoli Peaks is offering seasonal passes for the Master the Mountain Club.
6 vested helmet rental is $20, and the club program is $159.
You can get more information by talking to Miss Calhoun.
Hope to see you on the slopes.
Saturday, December 1st at the train depot, the banjoist Jim Smoke and the Honey Drippers will be playing from 1 to 4. Tickets are $5 each and will be available at the door. The depot is at 206 South College Avenue.
And Smoke heard that even Mike Cleveland will be able to join the concert as well. So stay safe and have fun out there.
And now, here's a news segment with Ethan.
Wait, what?
It's called Real News, the stories the media won't tell you. Basically, I'm going to talk about what important things happened today, November 30th, in the past, with real facts. November 30th, 1922, Hitler speaks to a crowd of 50,000 National Socialists in Munich. Surprisingly enough, the topic of this speech was concern over the rapidly increasing price of chocolate eggs. November 30th, 1956, Videotape is used for the first time on TV, broadcasting an episode of Garfield and Friends. November 30th, 1993. The Spielberg movie Schindler's List premieres in theaters. Schindler's List, of course, is a movie about a guy who forgets to add milk to his shopping list and has to go back to the store to get it. And our last fact isn't something that happened on November 30th, but it's just a general Christmas fact. Christmas was founded in 1487 when English philosopher James T. Christ formed a work group with Austrian entomologist Thomas R. Mass. This group was created with the purpose of cooking and serving fresh pancakes at a German orphanage. It was at this orphanage which Christ and Mass witnessed the birth of Santa Claus himself, who was at the time named San Antonio Closet. As San Antonio reached his adolescence, he became very interested in kick fighting, a popular sport in the 1480s, in which two opposing people would try and kick each other as hard as they could. One day, in the recess yard of the orphanage, San Antonio challenged Mass, his caretaker, to a kick fighting match. What young San Antonio didn't know was that Thomas Mass was a retired kick fighter, and Mass proceeded to kick San Antonio all the way to the North Pole. Stranded at the North Pole with no food, San Antonio resorted to eating penguins, who could not fully articulate his name, calling him Santa Claus. Claus decided to start creating crude figures out of the ice in order to sell them overseas so that he could earn enough money to fund some kind of shelter against the cold North Pole winds. The popularity of his ice toys skyrocketed instantly, allowing him to fund not only a shelter, but a full workforce of underground elf people that he discovered in the ice caves. He eventually upgraded his toys from ice to wood, and then eventually to plastic and other materials you see today. He decided, in his great wealth, that instead of selling the toys, he would give them away to the children of the world on the 25th of December, the same day in which Thomas Mass literally kicked him out of the orphanage. However, he decided that his toys would only be given to the children he deemed worthy through his naughty or nice morality gauge. And being fond of his childhood caretakers, Claus decided to name this holiday Christmas, as a portmanteau of their names, Christ and Mass. And that, my friends, is how Christmas started. And those are all the facts for this week. But remember, if you feel like you don't know what's true anymore, make sure to check by for some true facts from real news.
Thanks, Ethan. Was any of that true?
Yeah. Well, anyways, here's some Christmas motivation.
From DDP. Christmas DDP.
Hey guys, it's me, DDP, and welcome to another Motivational Monday. Today, I want to talk about manifesting dreams into reality. And what you do is you throw them out there in the universe. Back when I was wrestling, I said, I'm going to be one of the biggest names in the business. I'm going to be a top guy. I'm going to be a main eventer. In 5 years or less, I'm going to be a world champion. I'm going to be the champion, the top guy in the business. At the time we were saying that, it was literally absurd. But when you throw those dreams, those goals, those ideas, those thoughts out into the universe, there's a lot of times, if you put the work in, they'll come back. And today, I'm using a good buddy of mine. He's a wrestling god. He's a rock star. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Chris Jericho. Chris called me about a year and almost 2 years ago, and called me and said, hey, I got this idea. I want to do this cruise, and I want to have wrestling and rock and roll and DDP yoga, because, I see so many people who are already doing it, who are following me, but I also see all the people who want to try it. The first workout we did, we filled up the whole deck, and this is Chris Jericho's dream. This is his idea. This is his vision that became a reality. And let me tell you, this is awesome.
I'll never forget the feeling when we pulled out of Miami and Fozzy started, 2,200 people on the deck of the ship. Just that feeling of like, we did it. And it's not just me, it's everybody on the cruise.
Sweep that left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog and shake it out.
have a vision and an idea that translated to this, that's something that to me is one of the coolest things I've ever done in my life. And it's not Chris Jericho's cruise anymore. Now it's our cruise. You just made the list!
You see, if you want something you have never had, you must be willing to do something you have never done. Think about it and own it.
Bang!
Remember, try your hardest and success will follow.
That's right. And speaking of follow, where's Bowen again?
Or where's the Bowen milk carton?
Yeah, where's our milk?
Okay. Actually, someone brought him back to us last week, but he got out again.
Bring him back to Mr. Wade Swift's room 9 and you'll get a Bowen pop.
And please don't steal the milk carton like you did with our Bowen action figure.
Yeah, don't take our milk.
And that's our show.
Our Christmas show.
You know, for a Christmas special, there really wasn't too much Christmas.
Well, while we may not have too much Christmas this week, we may have something special in store for you for next week.
Well, I've got that to look forward to, I guess.
Yep, and we'll see you guys then.
Merry Christmas.
Hey Ethan, it's frequent, not freaking.
Did I say freaking?
Cassie.
TDP. You should redo that. It's gonna be terrible to cut.